Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready? I used to pray for times like this.
I'm Maserati Neesh, and you are tuned in into the Neesh Speaks podcast, where I am giving you financial games so that you can obtain financial gains. And I have a celebrity, okay? I have a celebrity with me today. And when you mention her name, you better put some respect.
Okay.
I ain't saying respect. I'm saying respect on her name. She is amazing. She is actually one of my clients. I love her. I love her progression, where her business is going. She's talented with her hands, which is, I guess that's where the name came from. We're going to get into that. Crazy hands. And she is a celebrity stylist. One of her clients is Miss Patty, a.k.a. Patty LaBelle. She is a serial entrepreneur, and she is doing her thing. One of the hottest stylists out right now in our generation.
Period.
Yeah, period. Look, period. Give it up for Crazy Hands. Give it up for Crazy Hands. Give it up for Crazy Hands. So I am honored to have you on my show. And I really want other inspiring entrepreneurs and other inspiring hairstylists to hear your story.
Okay.
A lot of the times on Instagram,
Right.
we see all the glitz and glams,
Right.
but we don't know the work that it took
Exactly.
behind it. I'm
Exactly.
like, when y'all see Maserati Neesh, y'all need to know that she was Buick Neesh.
Right.
She was, listen, Bonneville Neesh.
Okay.
She was
Right.
Legacy, with my Subaru Legacy Neesh.
Okay.
It took a minute to get to that.
Right.
So I want them to understand that you have to put in the work.
Yeah.
And we're going to get into your journey. First of all, how do we come up with the name Crazy Hands?
So Crazy Hands, let me see. Okay, this is way before Instagram had started. I was on Facebook.
Okay.
And one of my friends, my guy friends, he was just like, "You gotta get off Facebook. Where is that? Is on Instagram."
Okay.
So I said, "Okay, so what is Instagram?" He said, "Girl, come on, just let me do it." So he started to make the Instagram, and this when I was in my very first salon. It was like the bottom of a house, and
Oh, really?
it was the bottom of a house, and there's only 2 stations in
That's
there.
funny because Credit Medic started in a basement
Yep.
too.
It was a basement, a side house, and
Right.
it was called "It's So You."
Okay.
So we doing it or whatever. So then he was
How
like,
long ago was that?
That was like 2005,
Okay.
4.
Okay.
Yep. So he was like, you got to put your name. So I said, Shakia Miles. He said, that's not how Instagram works. So I said, well, how does it work?
Not your government
Right,
name. You
right.
got to come up with a name.
Right. So he like, you got to pick a name. So I said, well, I don't know. And at the time we was in the shop and we was watching what's the movie with the guy and he in the wheelchair? And they was running from the cops. It was Menace to Society.
Okay. Yes.
So we was watching that, and I'm real fast with doing sewings. Like, I'm fast. I could do a sewing, like, so fast.
Really?
So I was like, all right, his name Crazy Legs. Let's do Crazy Hands.
Wow.
And it just blew
And she has a
up.
whole brand.
And it just
From
blew
that,
up.
it blew up.
Yep.
And it makes sense. And I love how you are marketing it on
Right.
Instagram.
Right.
Like with the crazy, you got the first of all, the new salon is crazy.
Everything got to be crazy.
Everything
Everything
come on,
just
crazy.
gotta
Come
be
on,
crazy.
But listen too, I don't think like entrepreneurs or people who own businesses or inspiring entrepreneurs understand the importance of marketing.
Yep.
And how everything has to tie together and make
Everything.
sense.
Yep.
Even with the Credit Medics theme, it's like I just told my staff the other day, y'all, I think I want y'all to wear scrubs.
Right.
They talking about scrubs.
Exactly.
I said because we are the medics. That's
Yep.
gonna be a dope look
Yep.
for the business.
Yes, it
and we
will.
put the logo on the
Yep.
scrub.
That would be
So,
dope.
I see what you're doing. I love it. In your salon, you got the crazy. I think it was like the phone booth.
Yep.
And what did
Talk to me crazy.
Talk to me crazy. I love it. And it's the old school phone booth.
Yep.
I thought that was dope. And just the theme of it. So how did you get from starting in the basement to where you are now?
So when I started in the basement, of course, like I come from my mom. My mom was a booster back in the day.
Okay.
My mom was a big time booster.
What's a
I'm
booster?
from-
Because some people might not know what a booster.
She stole
She stole
clothes,
to
like
provide.
to provide for us. I come from Bartram Village Projects.
Okay.
My mom, I've been doing hair since I was 9.
Go
My mom
ahead.
got arrested. I say like, all right, let me take it back. My mom, I was in a shelter.
Okay.
My mom went in a shelter to get her Section 8, all that. You know what I mean? My mom got locked up. I always was who fly ass little Shakia, bamboo earrings, nugget earrings. Shakia do the wop, give you a dollar. I was always that little fly little girl.
I love it.
So, you know, I always stayed fly. My mom always had me fly. Everybody, look at Shakia, little Shakia, fly little Shakia. So then I got I got my own dad. Then my mom had three other children.
Okay.
And they're twins, Fat and Skinny, Tiana and Tierra. They are 25, and then I have another sister. She's 28.
Okay.
They got their own dad. Their dad was murdered, and when
got a story.
Yeah, their dad was murdered when the twins was 3 months. They found him in the trunk of a car tied behind his back. Jeez. So my mom, she was messed up from that. And then, like I said, she always did for me. So, when she got arrested, she couldn't do for my sisters and do for them. So I was grinding. I was doing here in my mom's basement, in my living room. My mom did the basement
How old
for
was
me.
you then?
I was like 15.
Gosh.
And I was fending for my sisters, my mom. My mom went to jail. I garbed
But
up.
guess what Dad was teaching you? How to hustle, because you one hell of a hustler.
Right. I garbed
And everybody
up.
don't have that. That's a gift.
Nope.
To know how to hustle and get money.
I gathered up the money, grind up the money to get my mom out of jail. When I gathered up the money, they let her out on R&R. But I say that to say, like, I took care of my sisters, I took care of my mom. Anything I had, I bought them. Okay. If it was, I bought myself a pair of Uggs, I bought them a pair of Uggs. If I bought myself a pair of bamboo earrings, I bought them a pair. You know what I'm saying? So I grind, and I learned it from my mom. My mom had that hustling mentality, so I think I got it from my mom. And I just always was like that hustler. Always made my money.
So how did you find it? So from that shop, were you like going from shop to shop to shop?
So I started in my mom's basement. Then I went from my mom's basement to I stepped out and I went to my first salon. I worked in somebody's salon. Then I probably worked in like maybe 2 or 3 salons, and then I decided to get my own, which was that. Under that basement, it was 3 stations.
Now, let me ask you this, because a lot of people go into business without understanding business.
I had no clue about
Exactly. So, how long did you have that shop?
I had that shop for probably was there for like 3 years.
Okay.
Then I moved on to another shop. I had girls that worked for me. It didn't work out right. And then I was there for another year. The salon that I'm in now, I've been there since 2015.
So you redid it. That's the same one.
All
right, wait. So your very first salon, because I think that this is very important to elaborate on, not understanding the business aspect of having a business.
Right. I didn't have an LLC. I didn't have none of that.
Right.
None of that.
Right.
I didn't have none of that. I didn't
it's
know
so
nothing.
crazy, because had you had your LLC established then,
right,
which is 1 trillion years ago,
right,
it would have gave you more power to leverage that LLC, in addition to you having good credit.
Right.
So I think that in our community, it is so important for us to understand business. And with all of these inspiring entrepreneurs that I see on Instagram, go in and make sure you understand business. Make sure that you have an LLC or a corporation, however you choose to do that. Even that, understanding the difference between the two.
Right.
And having an accountant.
Exactly.
Shout out to Ernest.
And I didn't have that neither. Shout out to Neesh, because you hooked me up.
But yes, so that's so important, because at the end of the day, you can have this beautiful shop and you can be the most talented hairstylist on the planet.
Yeah.
But if you are not managing your money correctly, your books, if you don't have lines of credit to maybe fall on the off seasons, is there ever like a slow season in here?
Yeah, for hairstylists, I say between like July to August be slow for hairstylists.
Right.
A lot of people get braids.
Right.
Stuff like that.
Like this.
Right.
Yes.
And then it pick back up when school start.
Okay.
But now, since this COVID-19 stuff, I don't know how it's going to play out, you know?
Right. So one of the things that I stress to business owners and entrepreneurs is to make sure your credit is straight. Right? Exactly. Just so that you can leverage that by having access to business lines of credit. So on those seasons, or in those seasons when it's slow, you can utilize those lines of credit.
Yeah.
And then when it picks back up, you can use the money that's being generated now that business is all the way back up, and you can pay your line back off.
Right.
When you pay your line off, the funds become available again, and they just sit whenever you need it.
Okay.
So credit is super duper important and growing your business.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the transition from that shop to now this shop. Like, how were you able to take your shop to the next level? Because I know it wasn't free, because the shop is beautiful.
No, I grind up my money. I was always someone who saved.
Good.
I save. I'm tight.
So, but you know what's crazy? Because on Instagram we see the fly Shakira, right?
Save.
We see Dior, you know what I'm saying? Perry, we see Rollies,
right.
We see all that. But we also understand that you do what?
Should save.
Save.
I save my money. I save because you never know what can happen. And then me being self-employed. You know, it can change. It can shift.
Talk about it.
So, nowadays.
Talk about that.
Yeah, nowadays, doing hair, people going to go to who hot.
Right. And let me ask you this. Do you want to do hair for the rest of your life?
No, I do not.
So you have to have an exit strategy.
Yes, I do.
So with that being said, too, I see a lot of hairstyles, and the hairstyles are always the fly girls, right? Fly, super fly, all the bling, this, that. What I see, too, is I see a lot of hairstylists now, from when I was young that was super fly, 50 years old, still doing hair.
No,
standing
not
on
me.
your feet. Didn't take the money when it was popping.
Right.
To invest into other things.
Right.
We have to learn to step outside of what's comfortable for us. You have to diversify your financial portfolio.
Yep.
You have to diversify. You have to have several streamlines of income.
Yes.
So Shakia doesn't see herself here in this place in another 30 years.
No.
Right?
Shakia got product lines coming up.
Come on, Shakia.
Shakia's going to be the next Madam CJ Walker.
Come on, Shakia.
Shakia's trying to get into these properties.
Come on, Shakia.
Shakia is not trying to be behind a chair in the next year.
Talk heavy. Because I said I'm out in 2 years.
Yes.
And I'm working on that exit strategy right now.
Yes.
Right now, I'm working on my exit strategy. So, the new, well, not new because you were already there, but the renovations that you did, it looks beautiful. You said you saved up your money.
Yeah.
So, you met me and you became a client of mine, and I have been educating you along the way, like, do this.
Yes.
I need you to talk to this person. We're going to put you with this person. We need you to do this. We need to get your credit right. We need you to get your credit right. How has credit changed your life and your way of thinking?
Credit changed my life tremendously. I never even knew. Had I known what you told me then,
Come on.
I would be a beast.
Talk about it.
I would be
Talk
a
about it.
beast.
Talk about it.
I would be a beast. Like, now, it's just amazing. And it's like, the things that I'm getting, the things that I'm seeing, it's like, you don't want to do nothing but keep your credit together.
Right.
You do not want to mess it up. I be on that thing every day, like, to the point.
You're obsessed. Obsessed.
Right, I'll
obsessed.
text you, Neesh.
Yes.
I'm on it. You
Yes.
know, I just wish I would have known what I knew then, what I know now.
Right. But you know what the beauty is in all of this? Now you know, and guess who you could teach? Your
My
children.
kids.
Amen.
Yep.
Amen.
Yep.
So that the cycle breaks.
Yep.
Because a lot of us were just never taught.
Never.
The
Nope.
importance of it.
Like I said, look at my mom. She was a born and raised
Right,
hustler.
right.
And she got it how she got
Right.
it. So then that's how I learned. I got
Right.
it like that. But then as I got older, got into businesses and things like that, because nobody in my family owned a business. Like
So you're the
like
first
my
one.
first
Right.
person.
My dad was the first one in our
Yep.
family.
Yeah, I'm either from my grandmother kids, which is my mom, my aunt, and my two uncles. I'll be I'm not gonna. Well, my mom, my mom's sister's son, he bought a house, but now I'm the second person to buy a house.
Alhamdulillah. That's gonna make me
Yep.
cry now. Stop.
Yep.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yep.
That's a big thing. And it ain't just a baby house. Let's
Right.
talk heavy. Sis got a house.
House.
Sis got a house. Like, it ain't just a house. Yo, that is beautiful. That is
Yep.
beautiful. And I know that is going, like, that's just going to be such a beautiful place for your children to grow up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I just want better for my kids. Like,
Right.
ever since I started working with Miss Patty, my kids be like, they were saying, "Mom, can we get a house like Miss Patty's?" I
Right.
said, "Listen, babe, we gonna get a house. We gonna get Patty house, but we gonna get us a house. I don't know we gonna have no elevator in it, but mommy gonna do what she gonna do."
Miss Patty got an elevator. And I've been
elevator.
in her house before.
Yeah.
I've been in her house.
Yeah.
Yes. I didn't know she had an elevator
Yeah.
though. Right, Perk? We've been. Oh, she stepped out. Yeah. She
Yeah.
has a beautiful home though.
Yes.
She has a beautiful home.
And
Shout out to
she
Miss
tell
Patty.
she tell me all the time how she's so proud of me.
Yes.
Like all the time. She called me little CJ, little CJ,
Does she?
CJ Walker.
Does she?
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. I love it. Oh, your mom
yeah,
said she did hair too.
Yeah, my mom.
I
She
love
did.
it.
She did do hair. She braid.
Go
That's
ahead.
how I learned how to braid. My mom used to braid. Yeah,
That's
she
a
sure
beautiful
did.
thing. That's a
Yep.
beautiful thing. You cannot buy hustle.
Nope.
You can't buy that. Like, I get mine from my dad, and he has a story, and we have a story too.
Yeah.
But you cannot buy hustle. So we have a grand opening coming up
Yep. Grand opening is September 13th.
September the 13th. Now we all got to wear our masks. Right?
Yep.
We got to come in.
Oh,
with
we
the
are.
mask.
Well, you know, Brandon. I got
First of all,
crazy
we
hair, man.
probably got
I got
bling on
crazy
it.
hair, You know I got
It got
crazy
the
hair
bling.
mask. Crazy hair mask.
I love it.
Yep.
I love it. Okay, so the grand opening is September the 13th.
Yeah.
And where is it?
It's gonna be at the salon. We're gonna cut the ribbon.
What's the
at
address to the salon?
5501 Baltimore Avenue.
5501.
Cut the ribbon at 3:30, and then I'm also doing a crazy, not back to school, but it's back to the room sale,
Okay.
and I'm trying to have a line all we
Crazy.
have to do.
First of all, I saw your. I said, sis out here showing out the
Yes.
sale that you did.
Yep.
You text me like, Neesh, I did. I said,
Yeah.
you better get this money.
I just had a webinar. $199 per person. I had 189 people.
Come on,
on
talk
my
heavy.
webinar.
What's the math? Let me see. 189 times. Carry the one. Carry. But let me ask you this. So, do you realize? All right. First, rewind. With your webinars, do you resell them?
Yeah, so I do replays.
The replays are. Is it the same price or is it a
No,
discount?
it's a little bit up.
A little bit up.
Yeah,
so the replays are more.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I only let it stay a little bit, and I only let a certain amount of people. Because I'm working on some other things, exclusive things, trying to do this whole crazy university thing.
I love it. And I told you I want to be a part of that.
Right.
Because we
Yeah.
teach in finances.
Yes.
We're teaching that in
Yeah.
that university. I think that you should, first of all, that's intellectual property. And a lot of people aren't familiar with that. Intellectual property is when you create something, you don't have to do anything with it ever again.
Right.
You can play it back. Or even like a
Right.
book sale.
Right.
Or even like artists who have their songs playing on the radio.
Right.
That's all intellectual property. So that's smart. And I think that, first of all, that's another way to introduce another streamline of income into your brand,
Right.
and you're going to sell,
Right.
Because you just hot like that.
Right. So I wanna do like I got my website with my hair and all that, but I want a whole nother website, Crazy University, where you could just click on there if you want to just learn how to pluck. You can. You just
So it's
wanna
going to
have
be
some-
all videos for that.
all videos.
That's dope. You need to do that ASAP.
all
You need
videos.
to do that.
So that's why when I
ASAP.
do the
that's going
replays-
to keep a whole nother bag coming.
Yeah.
That's going to keep a whole nother bag coming.
Yeah.
Or they can do monthly membership
Yeah.
subscriptions too.
Exactly. We talked about that, didn't we?
Yo, you got to
We
get on
talked
that
about
ASAP.
Yeah.
I got somebody that can help you if you need them.
Oh, no, I do.
All right, I got you. She'll take care of it
Yeah.
ASAP. Yeah, so this is great. So I'm just so excited, man. First of all, I love to see black women advancing and progressing. Like, this is not the 50s, the 60s, or the 70s no more. Like, black women are out here doing it.
Yes, they
Minorities, Hispanic, Latino women, we are out here doing it. We're not just doing it, but we raising babies.
Yes.
Tending the husbands.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We keeping the household together.
Yes.
I just contact my friend today, like, listen, bruh, who's the cleaning lady that y'all use? Because she ain't doing all that no more. I don't have the time.
Right.
I just was sharing with a niece, like, bruh, I'm tired. My grind is so turned up. Sometimes I feel guilty if I take a day off.
Right.
And I need that. That is as equally important to maintain your mental health and to be in this place of peace as it is for you to grind.
Yep.
So I think, too, from one woman to another woman, that you have to also be good to yourself in the midst of hustling,
Yep.
trying to get the money, taking care of my man, taking care of the kids,
Yes.
taking care of the house, taking care of the shop, taking care,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So you have to learn to be good to you and give yourself permission to do that.
Exactly.
Give yourself permission to take time out for yourself. Give yourself permission to get a massage, get your nails
Yes.
done, all that. My man called me yesterday. We was going to Baltimore, and I had to, like, fit getting my nails and my toes in,
Yeah.
right? I was rushing. And I was like, yo, I'm not rushing today.
Yeah.
I'm just not. Today's my day off, and I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to get into Ranisha, and we're going to get where we're going.
Yep.
But don't put no pressure on me.
Right.
So you have to be able to do that. What is some advice that you can give to upcoming stylists or upcoming entrepreneurs? Or
I say my advice to other upcoming stylists or upcoming entrepreneurs: use that Instagram, that social media right now as your leverage. You got to use it. And content. Keep your content up. Because right now,
that is
that's
so hard for
that's
me
the
to
big
do, though.
That's the
Do
big,
you do your own?
Yep.
You do?
I do my own, but I want to step out the box and get somebody to do it with
You
me.
don't
But I'm
trust
so
nobody.
scared.
You
I'm so scared. I'm so
That's how I
scared.
feel. Like, I can't trust
I'm
you.
so
You're not
scared.
going to say what I would
Right,
say.
yes,
I need to say
right.
what I need to say. Yes.
Yep.
So true.
But if you got to use it, because
Yeah.
right now that you can make so much money on
So
there.
much. I make a lot of money.
From social media.
One of the things I will say, though, and this was a wake up, this was an aha moment for me. My pages got shut down.
Really?
Yeah, the hate is real.
What?
The hate is real. I don't care how nice you
But
are,
but you
loving.
know what? But you know
Queen-
what I did? You know what I used to do? I used to block people every day.
You did.
I block them I block them. I got security on my page.
Shut the.
I got crazy insecurity. Yes, I do. Armed security. Get them out of here.
Are you serious?
Get them out of here. If I even see somebody on you know how they make the little pages and talk about you.
Right.
If I even see if they see somebody that I know, you could have been a client or you could have grew up with me. Even if you even entertaining that and you watching it, get them out of here.
Even if you
and I might see them in the street and they'd be like, "You blocked me." And I won't know because my security did that, but they know I know.
She got Instagram. You not big time, so you got Instagram security.
You have to, because these people is crazy out here.
Yeah, they shut both of my pages down.
Wow.
And I thought I just was like sad for 2 days.
That's
I was
crazy.
sad for 2 days. After that second day, I was like, put on your big girl drawers, figure this shit out, let's keep it moving.
Yep.
But I'm like, my money.
Yep.
That's how that's initially my first thought was like, my money.
Yeah.
But what it did was it made me step up my website.
Right.
Because my website is mine. Can't nobody shut that down.
Exactly.
So if you have been noticing all of my traffic, and I never got my Credit Medics page back, but I got the Maserati Neesh page, so I was grateful for that. But I lead all of my traffic to my website or to my YouTube or to my stuff that I have control over, because I don't ever want to feel like that again.
And you still, also too, like another advice, you want to utilize the social media, but you also take it old school. Get out there and get them cards. Get
People
out there and put them on them.
People not doing that no more. That's
I
crazy.
got my team right now. I'm about to be on the SEPTA buses. We about to be on the buses. We about to my van. We about to revamp that. Like, you gotta do that too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you do mobile here?
No.
Not yet?
Nope, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
Nope, but that's in the making too.
Yeah. We're going to get on it, though.
Yeah.
We're going to get on it. Like, we getting on that website first.
Right.
That's the first thing, because that's going to be like, you ain't even have to hustle hard to get that money.
Right.
Your name is going to bring that to you. So that's dope.
I didn't do my Crazy Hands University this year because of the COVID.
Yes.
Because I'm kind of scared. I want to, be cautious,
Right,
you know what I mean, and
right.
do it right. I don't want nobody, I caught COVID there, or
Yeah.
So a lot of people, when I put the webinar out there, a lot of people was in the DMs like, we want the 3-day stay, we want this, we want that, and I'm like, I want to give it to them, but I just want to make sure I cross all my T's and dot my I's.
Right. I think too, this was an eye opener for where everything is going, because one of the things that I read yesterday, they were saying that a lot of these corporations are the people that they laid off. They probably won't come back when things come back to normal, because the corporations realized they didn't need them.
Wow.
So it's going to be a lot of budget cuts and stuff like that. And the corporations, they want to save money. They're big corporations, but their ultimate goal is to make money too.
Right.
Yeah. Wow. So, I thank you for having me. I thank you. I thank you for coming on my show. It was good. Like, I love you. I speak highly of you. Any chance I get to promote another Black woman who is doing their thing, who actually stands for something, I'm promoting it and I'm pushing it. Right. So, thank you.
I thank you. I thank you for having me.
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and we listen. We buying houses.
Yes.
We buying more houses.
Yes.
We leveling up.
Yes.
Not a little house, but a house.
Yes. It's up.
Yes.
And it's stuck.
Yes.
It ain't coming down.
Yes. Make sure you follow Crazy Hands on Instagram. Make sure we're gonna have the information for her website on my YouTube channel. Once again, y'all know what it is. I'm Maserati Neesh. I am giving y'all what? Free games so that you can obtain financial gains. We loving on y'all. Peace.
See you.